The Sports Talk Recruiting Report is sponsored by Seawell's Catering.
Okay, let's give you tonight's recruiting report as we come to you from South Carolina State University, our Palmetto Pigskin Tour, brought to you by South Carolina Watermelon Association. And we'll be talking to the Bulldogs after the top of the hour. But right now, time to catch up on the recruiting report tonight, brought to you by Seawell's over in Columbia. Seawell's, of course. You got your daily luncheon buffet the rest of this week. I guess weather permitting. I mean, if the weather gets really bad, you know, they might have to take a flyer on that, but we'll play that by ear, 11 to 2, the rest of this week, Tuesday through Friday. Great menu, great selection at a great price, only $14.50. You can fill up your plate. You will not walk away hungry, and you got the best in catering for whatever you have coming up this fall. That would be Seawell's also at 803-771-7385. Seawell family and staff can handle all your planning and catering needs at their facility, 1125 Rosewood Drive, or they'll come to your venue. For more information, check out their website at SeawellsCateringSC.com. South Carolina went 0-2 on major targets Saturday after defensive end Jared Smith of Alabaster, Alabama, announced a commitment to Auburn over the Gamecocks, Georgia, and Ole Miss. And then earlier in the day, offensive guard Jalen Gilchrist from Virginia Beach, he announced a commitment to Maryland. He also had Georgia among his finalists. Those were two that some in Gamecock land had penciled in for the Gamecocks. Did not happen, so a couple of big losses there for South Carolina. Of course, each had targets come off the board Friday nights with commitments to other schools. Clemson and South Carolina did. Clemson missed on wide receiver Dylan Alfred of Saraland, Alabama. He committed to Ole Miss for a second time. South Carolina missed on offensive tackle Juan Gaston of Atlanta. He committed to Georgia. That was pretty much a long shot to begin with anyway. All right, and let's see. Continuing with our recruiting report for tonight, as I have to pull up another page here to catch up on the notes because we had so many of them here from over the weekend. Of course, you know South Carolina last week offered wide receiver Jackson Rep out of Christ Church, 5'8", 160. Don't let his size fool you. 63 catches, 1,510 yards, and 27 touchdowns, 2,393 all-purpose yards, and 32 total touchdowns. Some of that right here on this field in the state championship game last December. But it was really just under 5 seconds of his life that changed things, because at South Carolina's camp last week in July, he ran a sub-4.3. He tweeted between a 4.25 and a 4.3, called on the clocks of Mike Furry, the USC receivers coach, and head coach Shane Beamer. 5 days later, he had an offer from the Gamecocks. He tells us it was, he knew he was fast that particular day, and when he saw the stopwatch, he was like, "Holy crap, that's my fastest one ever." So he said he did not necessarily expect an offer after that, but he knew he got their attention. And he also performed at a 7-on-7 at South Carolina and performed well there. He also worked out in a camp there that same day and performed well in front of Furry. So the offer was made. And not only he said they like his speed, they like his possibilities on special teams, they like his route running, his hands, all of that stuff. And so South Carolina became his first SEC offer. He's also got an ACC offer from Boston College, several FCS offers as well. But he said his dream is to play in the SEC, the conference he grew up watching. But he didn't jump right on the offer from South Carolina. He wants to take some time, and he called the offer intriguing. And it put South Carolina way up on his list. He said it's the most intriguing offer that he has right now. He's not looking to drag out the process, but he said Beamer told him there's no rush, so he's going to take his time and kind of let this thing play out a little bit. He camped at Clemson. The Tigers haven't offered, but they have seen him, and he has been in touch with receivers coach Tyler Grisham some. And he said the offer from South Carolina might spur Clemson or others to step up to offer him as well. So he's going to let that play out and kind of see what happens there. Okay, there you go with the recruiting report tonight here on Sports Talk. And check it out on our website, sportstalksc.com, and on X, use the hashtag STRecruiting to take you right to our recruiting information.